Hallo, welkom.
Weet je wat het is, baby? Ik voel me sexy als ik dans. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 sexy als ik dans.
In just 1 week, I am going to become fluent in Dutch. My mum is from the Netherlands, but I was never raised bilingual. One of my few regrets in life. So even though I never formally learnt Dutch, I have been around it all of my life. I never learnt grammar, I never learnt to read or write, like everything I learnt was just orally, which means I do have like a natural understanding of a lot of words. Basically, as an ode to my heritage, I need to learn Dutch. Plan on this intense week. I'm gonna start by researching the most commonly used Dutch words. I'm either gonna use memorize or Anki. Use a spaced repetition, so hopefully I won't forget it. I'm gonna immerse myself in Dutch shows, watch them with Dutch subtitles. Then I'm gonna tackle grammar. I've got the top 50 most used Dutch verbs, and I'm gonna learn conjugation. And the final test, I am going to ring a subscriber who is Dutch, and I'm gonna just try and speak in Dutch. Then I'll have a conversation with my mum. I'm really excited for her to hopefully see my progress. A huge motivation in this is to be able to speak to my Dutch family more. Like my Oma's got really bad English, so hopefully I can speak to her. Day 1, let's do it. But yeah, this is gonna be intense. This day began with finding my resources. Bereiden. Prepare, Jade. Prepare. Success. That will be me. Success. At least I will have an interesting ervaring. More background on me. So I learned French at school for like 5 years, but I did a French immersion course in France, which really helped. So I'm familiar with kind of the process and like the idea of conjugation of verbs and like the fact that I'm probably looking at the infinitives. We got this, we got this.
Inderdaad.
Inderdaad. How is this pronounced? Not een. Guys, you see this?
Wow.
This is gonna be my Dutch notebook. This is gonna be the secret to my fluency. Let's go, let's go. Crucial step, put the phone away. I was ready to feel out the language. First issue I'm encountering. I'm just currently writing the verbs in their infinitive form, like the 50 most common verbs. My pronunciation is like French. For example, this one, to arrive, arriveren, arriveren. I'd want to say it, but that's not how you say it.
Thuis arriveren.
Thuis arriveren, arriveren.
Arriveren.
So the V is like more of an F sound. Thuis arriveren.
Thuis arriveren.
De chef is aan het koken in de keuken.
De chef is aan het koken in de keuken.
What's the difference between koken and keuken?
De chef is aan het koken in de keuken.
De chef is aan het koken in de keuken.
Terugkeren. De vader keert terug naar huis.
Terugkeren is one word, but then when they're talking about the father, it becomes, instead of terugkeren, it's like keert terug. They like separated it. What is that about?
De vader keert terug
naar huis. He sounds so Dutch. I sound so English. Wakker, wakker. So this process doesn't look very structured, but I think it's actually really important, especially because I've only ever heard Dutch, I've never seen it written. So knowing how 2 A's in a word sound, or 2 E's, 2 O's, it just gives you like a high level direction. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna have to train my throat. The G sounds, I'm just... The jongen zult veel De jongen zult zich bedriegen. So that's like, the artist is a picture with them drawing. The word order in sentences, very counterintuitive. De kantoortbedienden en de donut. Once I had that natural feel for the language, it was time to write down all the infinitive verbs that I was going to learn. I like to test myself by covering up one side and remembering the other. I'm gonna go have lunch and I'm gonna watch Wie is de Mol. I asked you guys to recommend some Dutch TV shows, and this game show called Wie is de Mol, Who is the Mole, is the winner. Apparently they like complete challenges, but someone is secretly the mole and is like sabotaging challenges. I like the look of this. Hallo allemaal, an update. How do I say an update in Dutch? Een update. Oh.
Een update.
Een update. Oké. Ik heb 2 episoden. Of Wie is de Mol? Kijken. Episodes is afleveringen.
Afleveringen.
Afleveringen. Of course. Afleveringen. Afleveringen. I watched some really useful videos on Dutch word order. I especially learn Dutch with Niels. I also memorized all the pronouns like me, him, she, you plural, they. My process for remembering new words is to try and associate it to something I already know. For example, worden is to become. So I imagine myself becoming a warden. End of day 1, I'm just about to head to bed, but I'm feeling super motivated thanks to all your amazing comments and support online. I was going to listen to a podcast, I think it was called Echt Gebeurd or something. I listened to it for about 30 seconds and then realised I understood literally nothing. I tried playing it on half-time speed, it didn't really work for me, but instead I listened to some Dutch artists, some Dutch music on Spotify. I'm trying to immerse myself. That's all for today. Ready for Dutch tomorrow. Goedenavond allemaal. Goedemorgen allemaal. Alles goed? Ja? Oké. Vandaag ik heb twee video's op te kijken. Nou, dat is wrong. Ik heb 2 video's gekeken. Ik heb 2 video's gekeken. 1 video op te leren de past tense. Oh, ik weet het niet. Ik weet het niet. Allebei video van Learn Dutch with Niels. Yeah, basically I just sat outside because I don't know what's happened to the weather, but the UK has decided to bring us summer in the last 2 days. I watched these 2 incredibly explained videos by Learn Dutch with Niels about past tense, and I'm now going to sit and do it more formally because I just watched them, tried to learn the rules, but I'm now going to write down the verbs, give myself some examples. I'm going to go over the vocab that I put into my deck yesterday. I'll review my crucial book. I'll watch some more Dutch TV. Ik ga meer Nederlands leren. Ik ga meer Nederlands leren vandaag. Oh nee, that's not the word order. Ik ga vandaag meer Nederlands leren. Love you. A fresh day, more Dutch to learn. Started the day by printing out and cutting up these irregular Dutch flashcards from Learn Dutch with Niels. He is such a bae, everything is free. I went over yesterday's stuff and then I tested myself on these. From the channel Learn Dutch with Niels, I have printed these, managed to get them double-sided eventually. And these verbs are irregular in the past tense. So I'm going to take the infinitive and then I have to remember how I'd conjugate it. This kind of stuff can feel really monotonous, like rote memorization, but I think it's pretty foundational, being able to speak. It's kind of sad to me watching this back because I did all this work and then as soon as I hit conversation, I literally just forget the conjugation still. Maybe I need to do this every day for 2 months and then I'll have it down. Hello allemaal. So it's day 3 of intensively learning Dutch. Today I was not that intensive. This morning I practiced the words and te a lot, which is something that I've heard being said in my family a lot and I've never understood the rule. It feels very different to English. I think I get it now, but I make a lot of mistakes. For example, ik doe yoga elke nacht om gezond te blijven. So gezond, healthy, goes in between and te. Straks ga ik naar bed om te slapen, omdat ik moe ben. I think I'm really quickly realizing how ambitious of a challenge this was. I'm pretty proud of my vocabulary, but word order sucks. Conjugations of verbs and everything also sucks, and there are a lot of irregulars. So I think my goal has slightly shifted. I think it's to maintain conversation, but acknowledge the fact that my grammar will probably be wrong. As long as I can understand what's being said and remember the verbs and remember the words I want to say, I think I'll be happy. Ik ga lekker slapen. Mijn broer, why can't I say that word? Broer? Mijn broer heeft foto's gemaakt of mij in de veld met de bloemen. Wel, zuster? Goedemorgen allemaal. Okay, today is a big Dutch day. I'm going to start the day off by going over the tenses which I have tried to cover. I'm going to do these flashcards of verbs. I'm not going to lie to you, I can't really remember them very well, so I'm going to have to spend some time on that. Irregulars are so hard. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take like 2 verbs, for example, like vragen and geven, and then I'm going to try and fit them into a sentence, and then also use like Google Translate to see if I'm somewhat correct. And then I need to do some future tense just so I cover the base of that a little bit more. That's kind of the plan. So as well as doing these flashcards and doing some speaking, I also just watch videos on random topics. For example, making small talk in Dutch, learning the colours, where I think I might need the vocabulary. I keep wanting to talk about the weather. Maybe I'm a classic Brit, who knows?
Weer.
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 Weird. Just for fun, I'm gonna watch this video on learndutch.org, which is a really good website. Lesson 24, the weather. Wat voor weer wordt het? Now that is a tongue twister. It's like, what will the weather be? Wat voor weer wordt het? Wat voor weer wordt het? Wat voor weer wordt het? Aww. Dutch lesson sponsored by hummus. Ik probeer maar. Ik begrijp het niet. Day 5, good morning. Some of my tasks include, first I'm going to go over the past tense again. I'm going to quickly review my flashcards of irregular verbs. I'm going to read another Dutch news article. Some of you guys have been recommending Dutch podcasts, so I'm going to listen to one on a run later. But mainly today I want to practice speaking.
Sorry, maar het spijt me niet. Heb je gewaarschuwd, maar je luistert niet. Nee, sorry, maar je begrijpt me niet.
I'm going to take you through my process of like how I'm doing this. I watched a load of videos on like how to ask questions in Dutch. What I'm trying to do is almost speak to myself in Dutch, like imagine questions someone might ask me, questions I'd want to ask someone else to get to know them, using the vocabulary and everything that I do have right now. And then the second there's a word which I'm like, this is a really useful word that I'd probably use in conversation a lot, and like, why don't I know it? I'll quickly look it up, and then I'm adding it to this list of words I have in this book, which I'm going to test myself on. Like I keep wanting to say especially, but I don't know how to say it. So, vooral. So yeah, I'm just talking about myself. I'm trying to talk about like my gap year right now. Let's try it, okay. In mijn tussenjaar heb ik veel land gezien. Bijvoorbeeld, mijn favoriete was Slovenië, omdat de mensen waren heel aardig en de natuur was prachtig. Vooral het meer met, I was gonna say avec, that's French. I keep wanting to say lac for late, that is French, Jade. Vooral het meer met het kasteel. Forcing myself to speak and to like think into the language was very helpful. Nearly finished an episode of Wie de Mol, and I'm understanding so much more. Goedemorgen. Right now I'm just looking up future tense of verbs and how to conjugate. You know we're getting professional when I wear a shirt. I feel like a little schoolgirl. I think this is my new favourite Dutch song. This is such a bop. Guys, my worlds are colliding. I'm just looking up Dutch music for fun. This guy is the guy on Wie de Mol, Niels. I didn't even know he was a singer.
Weet je wat het is? Ik heb geen goede moves, maar zie je niet dat ik precies weet wat ik doe?
Oh my gosh, guys. Okay.
Wanneer heb je Engels geleerd?
In Nederland leren we het al heel vroeg. Nu nog vroeger dan toen ik klein was. Ik weet niet wat je zegt.
Oh, this is not going well. One of the moments I have been waiting for this whole week. I am gonna ring my Dutch friend, who I've not spoken to for like a year, and I'm gonna try and speak Only in Dutch. I'm actually very nervous. After doing the video with my mum, I've realised speaking with someone makes me forget everything. It really is one thing to understand everything when you're on your own and you've got all the grammar in front of you and you've got Google Translate there. It's another thing when you're in a conversation and like someone has asked you a question and you can't look anything up and you're like, oh my god, I don't remember the words, I don't remember how to form a sentence. Ah!
Je moet heel langzaam praten voor mij.
Oké, is goed, zal ik doen. Dus wat heb je allemaal geleerd?
Maar het is zo lang geleden. Ik denk de laatste keer ik heb je gezien is misschien in Londen. Ken je dat?
Ja.
Ja?
Toen ik werkte. Ja.
Ja, in mijn tussenjaar. Ja. Ja, en ben je nu op universiteit?
Ja.
Ben je uit Durham?
Nee, ik ben in York.
Je bent in York? What? Oké, zeg meer.
Hoeveel afleveringen zijn er?
Wait. Het viel te snel als mij.
Hoeveel afleveringen zijn er in totaal?
10.
I did it! I spoke to my mum in an official video, I rang a subscriber, I spoke to my Dutch friend, and I can definitely confirm I am nowhere near fluent. I think these challenges are really fun because they force you to actually just put your entire mind to learning a language instead of having all the distractions of life. But languages are so intricate and there are so many nuances to it. And at the end of the day, I don't think it's something that needs to be rushed. I can't wait to come back and watch this tragic video of me one day when I am fluent, because I will be. Just so this video isn't too long, I split me talking to my mum and talking to Esme into another video. Go watch it. If you're Dutch, hallo, dankjewel. Jullie hebben een heel mooie taal. En als je Engels bent, of een andere nationaliteit, maybe this will inspire you to pick up a language. Don't put pressure behind it, just like, have fun. If any of you decide to do a week challenge, let me know, tag me, do something, because I would love to support you. Thank you so much for watching, and share any language tips you have below. I'm calling upon the polyglots of the world. Dag allemaal!